Hello everybody, welcome to, Bevelle in our Final Fantasy X HD Platinum walkthrough. We're about to embark on another cloister of trials, and you know what that means. Me blundering about and stopping and looking at my notes and going, huh? Where am I going? But don't worry, I did take a few wrong turns, but we're going to get through this relatively quickly, and we're going to get the Destruction Sphere, and everything's fine. And do not leave unless you get the Destruction Sphere, because you can never come back and try this again. And if you miss the Destruction Sphere here, you miss out on an awful lot of endgame content. Seriously. Be careful. So, basically, this dungeon has these floors with the arrows, and you have to press X to go in the direction you want. If you just keep going, you'll revert back to the start of the path you are on. So it doesn't matter. You can take as many tries as you want. So we actually want to head here. Turn left at the second junction, if you will. And take the Bevelle sphere in the wall. Right there. You'll notice there's a Bevelle sphere in the pedestal. That's necessary to make these moving platforms. So I think we actually just want to go straight across, but we can't do that. So we have to go ahead, use that to turn around. You see it's facing back the way we came. And now turn left again. Of course, now we're facing the other way. So it's the opposite platform. And we can place the Bevelle sphere into the slot here. I'm drinking a peanut butter smoothie while I record this. So that Bevelle sphere closes the floor there, allows us to proceed in that direction. And that's on the next floor down. You can sort of see the wire going down. However, our direction has resumed its normal position, so we have to turn around again. And now we can turn left here to go down a floor. So that top floor is finished. It's a quick, easy floor. Now here, we want to stay on the middle floor. Naturally, I turned around because I couldn't time that right. But all that means is I have to go back around and just turn back. So actually, I think I'm going to let myself pass here. No, I'm going to turn around. It would have been quicker to just go off the end. Whatever. Back to the middle floor. And kudos to you if you managed that on your first try. All of the glyphs have different timing. This one actually stops you, I learned. So you can actually sit there and just wait. But yeah. So now on the second floor, I guess, or the middle floor of 3. I'm going to head right to the end. You actually don't. This was one of the wrong turns I was talking about. Now, you can place a Bevelle sphere into that groove, and it'll create a floor that leads over there. So I'm just going to show that. But that floor is useless at the moment, because we need yet another sphere to go in the end there, and we don't have it. So, let's take our Bevelle sphere back out, put it back into the pedestal, and head on our way. This peanut butter smoothie is good stuff, man. I didn't go to sleep last night, so this is all that's keeping me going. So, as you can see, we're back to the start of the second floor. We want to head straight on. So just wait and time it. If you mess up the timing, it's not hard to turn back, as you saw. Don't worry, I mess up the timing plenty. So now, this was not where we wanted to go either. But, you can see there's another path beyond here. And if we were to push the pedestal over that way, we could continue on. But don't go that way yet. That leads to the end of the dungeon, and we don't... the end of the trials, and we don't want to end the trials just yet. So there I paused. In an effort to get my bearings, I had to pause and think, where the hell am I going? It's actually the next turn. I should have edited out this pause, but I didn't preview the video before I started recording. So, that's just too bad. I'm going to take a moment to enjoy my peanut butter smoothie. Oh, that's nice. What you got in there is about 200 milliliters of vanilla ice cream. Oh, we're back. I'll give you the recipe in the description. Why not? Now. Woo! So, this turn, this is the second right turn. Well, actually, it's the second right turn bar the first junction on the second floor. It's so hard to explain. But there's a glyph sphere, and that's what we want. So now we can go back to where we were earlier and put that into the recess that we didn't have a sphere for. Oh, excuse me. I'm drinking this with a spoon. It's really nice. A spoon. A straw. Oh, you would think I was sleep deprived the way I'm doing this. So anyway, turn at the end. I might have messed the timing up here. Let's see. I did. Aren't I great? So just to reiterate, not counting that, as that's kind of the up and down junction, you want to take the second turn, grab the glyph sphere, bring it to the third turn. Now, we're going to remove the Bevelle sphere from the pedestal, place it in the wall recess. We're going to take the glyph sphere from the pedestal. You have to put it in the pedestal because you can only hold one sphere at a time. So you got to put it somewhere where you take out that Bevelle sphere. Now place that at the end. Bing. Bingo, bango, bongo. There's our destruction sphere. Can't go anywhere without this. Now, to place that destruction sphere, we want to head back to the other wrong turn that I showed you. Eventually, you know. So again, plonk it into the pedestal. Take the Bevelle sphere back out. Oh no no. Nothing. So with the destruction sphere in hand, well, not really in hand, but two hand, we want to take the first turn here, not this one, but the one after it. So I guess the second turn, but I'm at a loss as to how to describe this. So just watch where I'm going and go there. Now I missed the turn. So, oh wait, I didn't. I'm an idiot. We actually want the second turn. That's the right turn. I took the correct turn. Pardon me. This is where the destruction sphere goes. You can see I'm kind of out of it now. Yeah. Oh! Right. So with that in place, you'll notice something happens over here. Wait for it. There. That's all purple now. Cool, right? So now with our Bevelle sphere, we want to go to the first turn. See, it's all tied together. And then we ride our thing over to there. And that sets up the destruction sphere, I think. There's layers to this destruction sphere. And we actually need 2 Bevelle spheres before we exit the cloister, otherwise we won't be able to get them. Now, I guess we're heading down. Yes, we are. We're heading down to get the other Bevelle sphere before we leave. That's right. So, there it is. It's just a matter of grabbing it. Nice close-up of Titus. His hood being weird as usual. So, now the angle has changed, but basically we want to turn right. We're back on the second floor here. So eventually, work out the timing for yourself and turn right. Now you want to take the next right turn here. And only once you have placed the destruction sphere and gotten the second Bevelle sphere. If you haven't got 2 Bevelle spheres at this point and the destruction sphere is set, don't continue. If you do have them, do as I do. Push the pedestal over and proceed. You can see the purple area where the destruction sphere was. And that's activated that. Now we head up here. You can't backtrack at this point as far as I know. So if you haven't done it, just reload your save because you can't redo this trial. Ever. So take one of those Bevelle spheres, place it in this wall recess. Ignore that chest for now and just place that there. That gets the floor, but yeah, the floor moving. Now you can open the chest. It's a HP sphere, whatever. Now step on that glowing platform or switch or whatever. There's our thing with the Bevelle sphere in it, so you can see why we needed 2. Push it on. Step on. And now, there, the night lines. That's the destruction sphere item for this dungeon. Now you have it. It's a decent weapon for Kamari. Oh yeah, we're gonna do some sphere grid stuff here. There's an awful lot of cutscenes coming up which lead into 2 boss fights. 3 boss fights really. So yeah, one of them is so trivial I don't like to call it a boss fight. But at the same time, hope everybody's stats new if you haven't from before. These are the sphere levels I got fighting the monks on the staircase. So, you know. Get yourself sorted, you know. I've often complained about looking at a tiny preview screen. Well, right now the setup I'm using is my living room television because I had to change my graphics card and my monitor doesn't have a DVI input, but it means I'm sitting kind of further back and it's even smaller than usual, even though it's on a bigger display. You know, relative to my location it's smaller, so I can't see what I'm doing on the sphere grid at all. So my commentary on that will be limited. But you can figure it out. At this point in the game, you know what you're doing with the sphere grid.
Then what are we standing here for?
Okay. So, all protocol aside, we're gonna break into the Chamber of the Faith.
Hey! You can stuff your taboos!
Yeah. Kimari. You can tell Kimari's strong because he's blue. And he's a cat. And he's really muscular. So he gives us the nod. Roll under the door. And let's take a look. We've been without Yuna for a while now, so it'll be nice to be reunited. And if you might remember that purple hoodie kid from the start of the game.
What's that?
A faith. They join with the summoner,
Num num.
and together receive the Aeon.
Orin's here too.
They are human souls, imprisoned in stone by ancient Yevon rites.
And they
The
sing.
dead
So
should be
that's
allowed to
we've been
rest.
through all this before. So that purple kid is actually our strongest Aeon so far, and will remain our strongest Aeon for some time. This is also the last Aeon you get through the story. Now there are some more Aeons to get, but they're secret Aeons, so to speak. And 2 of them you can't get until endgame, really. So
Wait! Don't come out!
yeah. But we're coming out anyway. Which may be ill-advised, but the day I listen to Riku is the day I die.
There's the last of them.
Oh, it's Maester Kinok.
You are to stand trial.
Well, it's better than being shot. Oh, what did he do? He flipped around.
I expect it will be a fair
Didn't notice
trial.
that. Zip zap. Okay.
Of course.
And now he's just smiling. We could have fought our way out of that very easily. But anyway, Bahamut. Now we're going to stand trial in the next video, so I'll see you then.